Hello everybody, real quick message before we get things kicked off here today. February 12th through the 16th of 2025, there's going to be a charity event over on Omega Metroid's YouTube channel. Be sure to follow them on Blue Sky as well for updates. They're going to have a whole slew of special guests from the Metroid community you're not going to want to miss out. By the time you're seeing this in front of my episodes, they're probably well underway. I know I've been watching it all evening. I've already made my donation, and I urge you to consider doing the same. The charity is for the Trevor Project. It helps at-risk youth and teens from the LGBT community who, more often than not, get looked over when it comes to charity. So it's definitely a worthwhile cause, something that's very near and dear to my heart as well. So I urge you, as a huge Metroid fan, to go over, support. If nothing else, just be there and chat it up with everybody else from the community. It's a good time, and you'll be doing something really great and important with your time. Hello. Welcome back, everybody. You could tell I'm not exactly looking forward to this section, but all right, let's do it. The owner of this theater. Who are we going to play dress up with? That's a good question. We'll go with Swadloon. Swadloon seems like our fanciest Pokemon at the moment. No, Lord. Not the touch screens. Okay. If the bow's not really working, we'll do top hat. Glasses and top hat. A bow tie. Oh, little Swadloon. Oh, don't you look precious. Look like a real dapper Dan. All right, well, she's headed back out to Nimbasa. Oh, crap. All right, let's do a musical. I don't know who to speak to. We'll take in Swadloon. There we go. Look at my little audience. Look at them dancing out there. Look at Patrat. Tumble. What? What? Okay, this wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. That was kind of cute. Okay. I think Patrat stole the show. Oh. It was very elegant. Pokemon played its role very well. That's it? That's all there is to it? No ribbons, no badges, or shows. Yeah, I didn't participate in this part of the game back in the day. So I really don't know how this mechanic works. But since we're streaming, I'll check it out for us. But I really don't know what to expect. Let's see. You know what? We'll go with this time. We'll do a ribbon. Why does it put it on the side? Yeah, I think you and I never really bother with the side stuff, the contests and stuff. God knows I don't. Well, Swadlow doesn't really have hands. You know what? This is fine. Hey, the Chow in Sonic Adventure. Well, do you mean Sonic Adventure 2 or Sonic Adventure? Because I didn't really fool with the Chow stuff in Sonic Adventure either. But the Chow Garden in Sonic Adventure 2, on the other hand, I spent a lot of time in that Chow Garden. I actually had debated doing a Chow Garden playthrough. Like I did Sonic Adventure 2 on the channel ages ago, but there, little buddy. Well, you dance your little heart out, Swadloon. Yeah, it feels like there's a meta to this that I do not understand. Nor do I want to. But you know what? The Pokemon seem to be having fun, and that's what's important at the end of the day. I think this is more for them than it is for us. Shaking the little bums. The little claps. Yes, I do want to save that photo. Very unique. That's a polite way of saying it made no sense. I will support your Pokemon on the side. So I guess it's reputation based. We're supposed to do these and like build up our reputation, maybe? I don't know. What? Oh, the AI bot that we added to Discord. Okay, yeah. If you had said Chat GPT, that would have made more sense and I would have known what the hell you were talking about. It took me a minute. Okay, that's it for the musical stuff. We've spent 15 minutes on this. I'm gonna bounce. Oh. Plot! Uh-oh, the heartfelt music is kicking in. Eddie, what are you doing here? I've come to take you back home, of course. Your mother told me that you'd made it all the way out here. Haven't you gone far enough? No way. I'm gonna keep traveling with Eric and my Pokemon. Absolutely not. Others do things their way and we do things ours. Is that so? Then how about you do things your way and I'll do things mine? Sweetie, you keep going on your travels. Hey, who do you think you are? This is a family matter. My name's Elsa. Yeah, I think I've always called her Elisa or something stupid because I can't read and I'm illiterate. I do that thing where I glance at words but don't actually take the time to read them. I don't read a lot because of the ADD, you know. And it's gotten so bad, you know, in recent years. I have a hard time reading in video games now too. I just get so distracted and so bored. It's kind of been really ramping up lately too. I'll be in the middle of streaming and I'll realize I haven't spoken in for 5 minutes, you know, and I'll be like, oh shit. Because my mind has wandered so far off into oblivion. I'm this town's gym leader. I also happen to be a model. You know, there are many people in this world. There are people whose way of thinking may be completely different from yours. Sometimes this means you may get hurt. Of course. That's exactly right. It's because I'm worried about that. But it's important to keep trying, to learn about differences between yourself and others, to learn that being different is okay. And you shouldn't worry. Trainers always have Pokemon at their side. Pokemon are wonderful. It's not only how cute they can be, but also how much you can depend on them. Please, I know there's gonna be painful stuff like you're worrying about. I know, really, I get it. But like, listen, there'll be tons of nice people too. Know what else? Since I've been traveling with Pokemon, I've already gotten tougher. I can totally tell. So, please. I guess. If wanting to continue your journey is selfishness on your part, wanting to stop you is selfishness on mine. I'm surprised to find I'm the one being childish at my age. This gym leader's comments helped me wake up. Bianca, I'm sure it's better that you take the path that you want to take now. I hope that your journey will be fun. Bon voyage. Eric, please. Yeah? Huh? Yep. Give him. I'll come home after I find out what I really want to do. Did I meddle unnecessarily? Waiting on Route 5. Okay, give me a second. I'll be right back. Let me go help him. I'll be right back. Just give me a second. Okay, we'll be back. What route did she say she'd be waiting? I think we need to go left, but I'll double check. See what's over here. Ooh, the Macho Boys. Yeah, I think there's a handful of trainers we can battle on this route, but I definitely think we can't go further to the right. The thing about the map in this game, the Unova map, is that you start down here at the bottom and you go up a little bit, and then it turns into one big circle. But for the sake of like linear storytelling and progression and leveling up, you go up and then you take a left and you go around this way, and then you go back up again to the Pokemon League. So the right side of the map is reserved for post-league content, which is fine. It's by design. I'm not complaining. It is one of the bittersweet things about no longer being designing games like this, with Pokemon Legends Arceus and then Scarlet and Violet. That open world free roaming map is kind of nice. It really gives you a sense of like, I can go wherever I want and explore however I want. And while it's not necessarily the case, it's still very much open world games are still very much designed with a plan of where you need to go and what you need to do. You know what I mean? But it is nice to kind of get that feeling of open exploration, as opposed to like a very designed, pre-planned map route that you're supposed to go. We may very well faint here. Oh, snap. I really don't feel like running all the way back to the Pokemon Center. So potion it is. I'm surprised we didn't end up battling Bianca. And it was just the musical stuff. Also with these bike riders, if you press a whole B, your run button, it speeds them up too. I don't know why. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Go have a Pokemon battle at this speed. Well, if you're gonna try and have a Pokemon battle on your bike, or while riding around on your bike, you're probably gonna fall. Tackle out. Ooh. You're level 25 now. We'll switch out. I kind of want to bring out Muna, but we'll get eaten up by the dark type. But we'll just switch to Temple. The swipes of fury. Ooh. I have decided, by the way, what we're going to do this November, because we've run out of Metroid games to play on the channel, and I don't know what month Metroid Prime 4 is coming out. Nintendo keep insisting that Metroid Prime 4 will come out this year, and we're not going to wait, you know, till our channel anniversary to do it. That's always been more reserved for the 2D Metroids. The Metroid Primes we can play whenever we want. So we'll day one Metroid Prime 4, obviously. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with Uproar, but I have decided we're gonna do, as far as I know, unless I can't get this together, but I've gotten the whole year to put this together, so I want to do Nintendo Land, or the Metroid Blast portion of Nintendo Land. While not directly a Metroid game in and of itself, it's still Metroid, and since we've run out of Metroid games to play, that's what we're gonna do. Of course, I've still been pondering what we're gonna do for the grand 10th anniversary in like a year or two. I have a few ideas. I'm thinking about maybe doing a 100% run on the 5 2D games. Like, we would start with Zero Mission, and then we would just graduate through every subsequent game and do 100% runs. I don't know. It's something I'm still planning. We're in the early phases of trying to figure that out. We just started year 8, so we've still got a few years to figure that out. So it's a little early to be planning stuff that far out. But I like throwing around ideas of, like, what am I going to do? I'm trying my hardest to get back to some semblance of normalcy where I'm not just tired all the time. Because that's really hindering the streaming, if I'm being completely honest. You know, it's like I've said before, Pokemon is my safety net. If I want to stream that day and I'm forcing myself to stream, but I'm also dead and zombified, then I can rely on Pokemon. I can still come live, chat with you guys, and hang out. Oh yeah, I need to switch out Swadloon. Like today, I should have streamed either Majora's Mask or more Mario and Luigi, but I just woke up. I woke up feeling a little nauseous, and I woke up so tired that I just didn't have the energy in me, you know. But I'm getting so sick and tired of this, you know. I've been sitting here yawning on stream for you guys now for years, and like it's really starting to take its toll. I feel frustrated, you know. I'm having a real hard time IRL doing stuff too, and I feel 80 even though I'm only 40. Well, it's not good, not great, but I'm putting the work in. It's just I'm so tired. Big mushroom. I don't remember what wild Pokemon are in this area. Oh, Swadloon. Well, we do need another Swadloon to fill in for when this one evolves. So maybe I catch this one if it doesn't faint. Ooh. Bug bite. So yesterday I was looking over some of my old videos. How do I put this? My face was so huge. I mean, it's still pretty fat now, but oh. Alright, I need to use Pokeballs. Very mentally exhausted from that last Zelda stream. Yeah, that was embarrassing. That stream was rough. I can't believe I didn't figure out where to go and what to do sooner. That temple was not that hard. My dumbass just had a real hard time figuring it out. Like when I had the whole temple figured out, in hindsight, I was like, oh, this temple's actually somewhat on the easy side. Then why did I struggle like I did? It's kind of why I don't do Majora's Mask every day. If you go back and look at the first 4 or 5 years on my YouTube channel, I tend to play a game every day until it's done or thereabouts. But in the last year or two, I've gotten into this habit on the channel of like starting 5 games at once and then finishing them in kind of a, is it ascending order or descending order of difficulty? I finished the easy ones first, and but yeah, that last Majora's Mask episode took a hell of a lot out of me. I didn't even stream yesterday because of it. Damn. No! Not the paralyzing. Alright, so I'll need to buy some more paralyzed hills. Oh. My head is very itchy today. I don't know what causes this itchiness. I'm going to assume it's the mold. We have a little bit of a leak behind the wall in the bathroom, and I think we have mold problem. And I think that's what it is. That could be a lot of what keeps us so tired too, you know. Obviously I have the sleep apnea, but sleep apnea alone wouldn't cause this level of fatigue. So there's the sleep apnea, there's the depression, which can also demotivate and keep me drained. And then there's the mold. So there's a trifecta there of fuck you going on in this house. That makes it very difficult. Also too, I eat like a garbage raccoon and don't get any exercise, so I don't know how I'm still alive, to be completely honest with you. I shouldn't be. You insisted that I was going to be paralyzed for this, didn't you? There we go. Gotcha. I like Cottony. Cottony and Whimsicott are two of my favorite grass Pokemon. No, I wanted to read the Pokedex. No. You butthole. That's one of the few rules we have for these Pokemon playthroughs. Read the Pokedex entries when they come in. When attacked, it escapes by shooting cotton from its body. The cotton serves as a decoy to distract the attacker. There's a YouTuber that I got the Nintendo itchies. Yeah, there's a YouTuber who she can't speak for shit. She mispronounces everything. Picture becomes pitcher. Now she's been telling everybody she's got this consultation instead of consultation. She's awful. She's the worst. But I watch a lot of reaction channels that react to her content. And instead of saying escape like a normal person, she'll say escape. Or instead of saying excuse, she'll say excuse. It's very annoying. Very annoying indeed. But it's better than watching soap operas. I could not get into soap operas. I just couldn't. Well, I mean, yeah. If everybody in the world had the same opinions and the same beliefs, then the world would be a very boring place. Another Cottony. I want to say Cottony evolves with the Sunstone or something like that. Damn. Alright, let me run back to the Pokemon Center. We need to heal and we need to grab Zorua. Damn it! I don't miss this in modern Pokemon games. I do miss the graphics looking halfway decent though. Let me go! Let me go! Son of a bitch! Let me escape, let me escape, let me. It. You know what? You know what? You son of a bitch. You couldn't let me get to the shaky grass, could ya? Could ya? That's okay. We'll catch Gothita. We need Gothita. Ooh, I'm cutting it very close. Also, I think I mentioned this at the beginning of this episode. I mentioned it in the last few episodes. If you guys wouldn't mind, head over to the Omega Metroid YouTube channel. They are doing a marathon up until tomorrow, I think. Let's see. Gothita! Their ribbon-like feelers increase their psychic power. They are always staring at something. Ooh, they're staring at stuff we can't see. Cats do that too. Sometimes dogs do that. It's a little creepy. But the human eye only sees a teeny tiny portion of the entire visual spectrum. There's tons of different spectrums of light and things that we can't see. But yeah, head over to Omega Metroid. Even if by the time you're seeing this, their marathon has ended, a charity event, you can still donate. You can still, you know, watch the VODs. There's a lot of good stuff there. A lot of really talented people, a lot of Metroid fans came together to put this together. So it's definitely worth checking out. Myself, I'm always on the outside. I'm always on the fringes of every community that I look into, whether it be Jurassic Park or Metroid or Nintendo or whatever. You guys, you get it. You know how things work out for me. I've been trying to put together a damn Mario Party playthrough for years, and it's just been the most difficult thing in the world. It's always been my dream to collab with other streamers, but I don't really know any small enough on my level that I can work with. Here we go! Liepard. Nope. Tyler and I did recently just finish up Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2 episodes 1 and 2. And we're gearing up to work on a new game. Hopefully Monday we can get started on something brand new. He and I have been talking about a few other games that he has in mind as well. So fingers crossed we have some new games coming down the works. The pipes. What is that phrase? Try a great ball. Ooh, crit catch. This may have been the beginning of the crit catch mechanics. I think it was. I don't recall it being part of Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. It might have been, but I want to say this is where the crit catches began. These Pokemon vanish and appear unexpectedly. Many trainers are drawn to their beautiful form and fur. Oh yeah, you guys don't forget to clip stuff. I think I'm going to start taking the clips from Twitch and uploading them on YouTube as shorts. So if something funny happens or if a memorable moment happens, be sure to clip. Clip, 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 clip. I've never really had a purpose for the clips before. But I think, you know, as per chat's request, but yeah, as per chat's request, I think that would work out, you know. And I've been scratching my head for a while, like, what do I do for shorts? Because you know, all these social media platforms, they just keep stealing from one another. I remember when Twitter tried stories for a little while and then immediately got rid of it. Stories is something on Instagram where it's a post that disappears after a day. Of course, it's in your archive. You could like highlight it. If you highlight it, it stays. But oh wait. But you know, ever since TikTok became big and exploded, YouTube and Twitch were like, oh, we need to do this too. So Twitch has now added stories. YouTube has added shorts. Shorts have to be a minute or less. They're kind of designed to be vertical instead of horizontal. You can clip the day you catch a shiny. We haven't caught a shiny in the retro playthroughs. We've caught a couple in modern games, but yeah, fingers crossed we start catching some in these old games too. That would be lovely. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and buy 2 more anyway. We have the money. Let me really stock up on what we need here. Do I have any escape rope? Okay, I have 1. We'll buy an extra. Couldn't hurt to buy some more Pokeballs. Okay, here we go. We're stocked up. The other thing that we need to do while I'm thinking about it is we need to take this young one here. Dun, 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 dun. We'll take the little one here and go. Oh, that is so much better, being able to just glide through without constant battles. I thought that would work. Do I need an event for this too? All right. We will double back to this. I'll have to look it up and see how this works. Right. Mincino. Cool. We don't have Mincino. We're gonna catch it. Tut, 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 tut. Yeah, it is cute. They changed the sound effect for Swift. So from Platinum to this, they changed it from tut 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 to it sounded like firecrackers. Yes. Who shall we use to catch Mincino? We can put it to sleep. Is it Mincino or Mincino? I think it's Mincino. We'll have to wait 8 turns for hypnosis to finally work, but shut me up. Damn. You butthole. How dare you? You know what? You know what? I hate it when I make things more difficult than it needs to be. They greet one another by rubbing each other with their tails, which are always kept well groomed and clean. The chinchilla Pokemon. Maybe it's Celebi that we need to take up there? I don't know. I'll look it up while we heal our Pokemon. Let me move my keyboard. Ooh, every time I open Google Chrome. Okay. Let's see. What? I did not mean to hit back. Here we go. How to catch. Camper. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that next time, or maybe post league after we double back, because it's going to be at a high level and it may knock us down. Okay, so we'll put a pin in that and double back. We also need an event Raikou, Suicune, or Entei. So I'll have to grab that event Pokemon off the internet. Okay, we'll come back to that. But for now, we'll do the trainer battles over here. Yeah, Black and White was very heavy on the events. There was Victini, there was Zora, there was Zorark, there was Celebi stuff, there was that one TM that you had to trade for. I also forgot to take the little squirt out of my party just now, didn't I? Yep. Ooh, and it's a terrible type matchup. Oh, wait. Oh, no, yeah, okay. That's not Temple. You son of a bitch. No, why does he go first? Bull. Bull. I call shenanigans. You're getting burned. Stab it. Stop that. God damn it. I'll just go fuck myself, I guess. Forgot. You are, you know, you're fighting dark, aren't you? All these dual types. Dick. Whirlipede. Alright, so people are going to start using evolved Pokemon now. That's great. That's fantastic. The bridge is being checked. Do we have strength yet? Ooh, we do. Can we use it though? That's the question. Wow. You know what? No. 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 I refuse. I'm not eating up a move slot just for stupid HMs. Dun, 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 dun. Sometime in the next few days, I do hope that we could start Minecraft finally. Let's start our little playthrough. I know people have been waiting on that one for a long time. Give me Schwadloon back. Stop yawning. Oh God. Like, I'm as sick of living this as you guys are probably seeing it and hearing about it. Trust me. Trust me. Oh, Sharon. Crap. I was not prepared. He's going to wreck my shit. Liepard. Get him, Picnic. My level 30. We're almost ready to evolve. The little hand. Why are you surprised I would use that move? It's the type advantage move. I'm not surprised you would use that. It's very NPC of you. Day watch. I don't have electricity, but I have grass. We shall use the grass type. You know what I did last night? I was working on my archive hard drive that has all my ROMs and emulators and movies and TV shows and stuff on it. And I had Emperor's New Groove, but I didn't have Crunk's New Groove, so I downloaded that and I put it in the folder. And I thought, it's been years since I've seen it. Let me actually take a moment and watch it. It just does not hit the same as Emperor's New Groove. It's okay for like a kid's movie if you want to put something on that's just noise in the background, something that occupy them for 5 minutes. I didn't like it. Rewatching it years later, it doesn't have the same humor and charm as the original Emperor's New Groove. It's not a good sequel. And it makes me really sad because I love that universe. I love that movie. I love those characters. And seeing how they just don't do well in Crunk's New Groove, it was really disappointing. Really disappointing. I don't know the backstory there. I don't know if it was just a brand new team working on it or what, but something didn't connect. Something didn't quite work with that movie. Sucks. I know they did a TV show that was also not great, but I've only seen like 1 or 2 episodes of that, and that's been years and years and years since I've seen that either, so I don't know. Sometimes you capture lightning in a bottle and it's best to just let it go. You know what I mean? They did the same thing with Joe Dirt, thinking of, you know, bringing up a David Spade movie. Joe Dirt was good. I liked it. It's a nonsense comedy movie. It's not the best movie in the world, But it's one of those movies to where it's a comfort movie. You watched it so much on cable years ago. And they did a follow-up, a sequel to Joe Dirt, and it just wasn't good. I'll tell you what movie I've been thinking about lately. And I was watching the Omega Metroid charity stream last night, and they were talking about Austin Powers and movies and stuff, and they brought up Rat Race. Rat Race is hilarious. I want to say Rat Race is a remake, a soft remake of like It's a Mad Mad World. I could be wrong about that. Something in my brain tells me that that's true, but that would need to be Googled. But Rat Race had a lot of celebrities in it. It was another comfort movie where they put it on cable so much back in the day, and I watched it a lot. I would recommend it. Then I rewatched Clue the other night when the internet went out and I was trying to get to sleep. Because when I go to sleep at night, I like to put on two videos. I put on a video with rain sounds, and then I put on a second video in another tab with somebody talking. And I turn that one down so I can't really make out what they're saying, but I can just hear a voice. And it helps lull me to sleep. Of course, I'll wake back up after nodding off and I'll turn my computer off completely and just go on to bed. But it helps the winding down process of getting to sleep. And the internet went out the other night while I was trying to get to sleep. So I just tossed Clue on instead. And ended up actually just laying there listening to it. Because I didn't turn the volume down enough. Heat crash. The user slams his target with a flame covered body, and the more the user outweighs the target. Okay, it's one of those moves. No, I'm good. I don't like the moves that don't have set damage amounts. I don't like the ones that are like, oh, it does damage, you know, to whatever level you are. I don't like that. Or grass knot. Oh, the heavier you are than your opponent, or if your opponent's heavier than you, it's one of the two. I don't like that. Oh. I know every corner of your Nova. Becoming stronger, you say. Is that alone enough of a goal? I do like a lot of the messages that this game has to teach. Because Sharon's goal of becoming a Pokemon champion is very narrow-minded. I mean, it's good to have goals. It's good to have a big life goal. But what do you do after you achieve those goals? You know what I mean? What do you do? Like, what's your next task? And I think it's very important for young people to learn that very early on in life. I didn't learn it until I was a little older. I wish somebody had taught me that as a child, that you know, eventually you're either going to reach your goals or you will eventually find yourself just perpetually reaching for them your entire life. And both have their merits, but a lot of times people will meet a goal in life and then just kind of fade. Like they shut their brains off and they stop pursuing life and they stop pursuing goals and making and setting new goals. And it just becomes about the grind of getting up and existing every day, getting up and going to work every day, or whatever your life, you know, however your life might function. Of course, it's totally fine just to exist. You know, that's another thing I think a lot of people have issues with, not understanding that some people in life will exist without an overarching goal. You know, some people just live day to day, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's me. Like, I don't have any huge life goals or aspirations. I just wake up and exist every day. A lot of that's trauma, a lot of that's depression, a lot of that's a lot of stuff. But I've never, my entire life, I've never had a structured plan in place of like, I want to do this by this age, or I want to do this by the year, whatever, or I want to go do this and achieve that. Any goals that I've ever really had in life have been smaller, really obtainable goals that take a very short time to reach. And of course, there's all the goals that I have failed at over the years, and there's been plenty. But it's something that I definitely think is important to remember, because like with Pokemon Red and Blue, you start off as a Pokemon trainer having no experience. You're just this kid, you know, you're like 10 years old ish. I know the anime very specifically said 10 years old, but the original games, I don't think said you were 10. I think it was just implied. That's very young to be traveling around on your own without adult supervision, even in this world. And a 10-year-old's not going to understand the nuances of everything I'm talking about now. So they could be very narrow-minded, like, I'm going to travel, I'm going to become the best there ever was. You know, it's in the damn theme song to the anime. What do you do when you do that? What do you do when you reach that goal and you're like the champion of your region? What do you do if you fail? What do you do if you wake up one day and you're 72 years old and you've been chasing the dream of becoming a Pokemon master, and you and your Pokemon are just so worn out that you realize that that's unattainable now? Do you remain positive and keep pretending it's an obtainable goal? Because I've seen a lot of elderly people do that. They're like, oh, I'm still gonna do this. They've spent decades not getting there. So, you know, Alder here is talking about there's more than the end results of a journey. Everything that's happening along the journey itself is also crucial. It's important. I've spent like 20 minutes now going around the world to say that one thing, that the journey is also in and of itself inherently important, not just the goal or the destination. Meeting a lot of different people is also really important, because it humbles you. You realize that your views are not the be all end all of views, you know. A lot of times in life we get too comfortable, and the older we get, the less receptive we are to new ideals and things like that. It's not great. Campor. Try to throw around some XP for everybody. Yeah, sharing the good times. You avoided, huh? Clever you. I guess goals are very important, I guess, you know. I wouldn't know. I've never really had a ton of them, but goals help us. They help enrich our lives. They help us feel less. They help life not to seem so desolate, empty, which is something that I've often struggled with. You know, most of my life I've struggled with that, you know. What do I have that she wants? She wants a berry? I'll give her a berry. But yeah, for me, like, I can go somewhere scenic. Like maybe I go to the beach and I just sit and stare out across the ocean, and it's supposed to be moving and beautiful and thought-provoking, and I'm supposed to sit there and have a moment. And I used to be able to do that. I was able to do that in my teens and my 20s. You know, I was very much a very thoughtful young man. I've never been particularly like smart, but I'm okay. I'm not like bash your head against a rock dense or anything, but I used to definitely be more open to moments of like deep thought and philosophy. And then my 30s were very tumultuous and rough, and each year became more rough, and the waters continued to get more choppy, and it was just one mental breakdown after another in my 30s, and more manic depressive episodes. The highs became extreme, the lows became extreme, and now if I try to sit and look off into the distance, like if I'm looking out at nature and I'm trying to have a moment, that moment is kind of hijacked by my brain, and I'm just thinking about how desolate life is and how meaningless my life is, and how meaningless I guess everybody's life is in the grand scheme of the universe, you know, and how indifferent reality is to your existence. If we're going based on like facts, you know. Obviously everybody has their various beliefs, religious beliefs and stuff that kind of motivate their existence, but at the end of the day, we're all just kind of meat bags with electricity flowing in our brains, and consciousness is kind of a misnomer, if you will. It's a gift, but it's also a curse, because once you die, you don't float away to heaven or some magical realm beyond. Once you're dead, it's lights out for eternity. The electrical impulses that make up who you are, your personality, your consciousness, all that, just like a light switch, it's just gone forever. There's some poetic beauty in that, I suppose. That really doesn't bother me. Like that does not scare me like it does some people. My issue is more local to my own existence of like, what do I do with the time that I have? You know what I mean? Like, I don't have any large scale aspirations to conquer the world or amass a ton of wealth, or I don't know, I have any goals. And I think that that's kind of hurt me a little bit in life, is not having obtainable, realistic goals. A lot of it stems from just constant failures, you know. When I didn't finish high school, that kind of really set me back. And I worked on getting my GED for a while. For years, I worked on getting my GED. And when it became apparent to me that everybody had kind of failed me, whether it be my parents or the system or our education system or society, whoever it might happen to be. I'm not pointing fingers or saying it was any one person or group of people, but whoever it might happen to be, when I had that moment of clarity of like, oh, I think I was leaning more towards the special needs aspect of education. I definitely would have benefited from more hands-on, direct, you know, approach. And I didn't get that. I had a general education along with a ton of other kids crammed in a classroom when I really needed more one-on-one care that I just never got. So as an, you know, by the time I got to high school, that really screwed me over, and I hadn't have learned or absorbed near enough to continue to advance in school. So I ended up dropping out. I ended up not being able to get the GED. So many years have passed and the cognitive decline has gotten so bad that I couldn't pass it now, no matter how hard I tried or studied. I just got too much medical shit at this point. My brain is deteriorated to the point where it's just not, that's not a realistic, obtainable goal, getting that GED. And without it, I'm locked out of a shit ton of jobs and potential in life. So, you know, it's like, what do you do every day when you know that you've kind of been handicapped and your existence has kind of been level capped, you know? That to me is very disheartening, and that keeps me down a lot too. You know, it's like, why bother? You know what I mean? It's very hard to motivate yourself to want to do anything when the odds are so stacked against you that it's like, I don't even want to bother. The constant failures in life too, it just becomes too much. And that's kind of where I find myself now. It's when I started doing YouTube, I did so knowing that I needed to do something, anything. I don't care what. I just needed to be doing something. I couldn't continue just to exist every day. It was killing me inside. So I started doing YouTube, and that eventually led to streaming. You know, beyond just making videos, it turned into streaming. And I've reached a point to where the streaming is no longer working. The streaming is no longer serving the original purpose of keeping me busy and keeping me motivated and keeping me happy. And you know, I've reached a decline with the streaming to where honestly I just don't even really want to do it anymore, and it feels more like a chore than a fun time. If I'm being, you know, I'm being completely open and honest about that here. You know, it's, I don't plan to stop, but I do need to kind of, I need to find that spark again of why I started doing this in the first place. Think about it like this. Think about it like, What would be a good analogy? Like a prisoner, maybe? Like, you take somebody who has like a life sentence in prison. What's their motivation to reform? What's their motivation to like come to the understanding of, oh, I did a crime that was, you know, apprehensible. That's why I'm in prison. I feel bad. I am remorseful. Let me apologize and never do this thing I did again. That's the desired goal when somebody goes to prison. But just being in there year after year, decade after decade, knowing that you'll never see the light of day again outside of prison, it's demotivating to the point to where you just don't bother putting in the effort, which is why prisons, especially in the US, are such a backwards thing, because we're locking up people for committing crimes, but nobody's helping them to reform. It's a criminal meal where people are just, it takes somebody who was a very light offender who maybe just had weed possession or something, and it teaches them the tricks of the trade, and it teaches them to become a hardened criminal or murderer. You know, it teaches people, when you put them in prison, it teaches them to become ruthless monsters. No, I'm not saying that happens every time, but statistically, it's more often than not. And you see that a lot with prisoners who have decades to serve or a life sentence. They just stop being motivated to exist or do anything. And I feel a lot of that myself. Yay, Levani! Levani. Tomato. Hell yeah. But that's been my struggle in life over the years. You know, I see my peers achieving things, you know, whether it be on a small scale or a large scale, and I got nothing. I was really sad last night because I really want to do a few playthroughs of like Mario Party, or I just recently bought Splatoon 3 so I could play that with my friends in the Discord, and my motivation is just bottomed out now. You know, I'm struggling pretty hard. And I'm tired of it. Oh wait, I was going this way. Like I've dealt with this for so many years now that like I don't have the energy to keep doing this. You know, I don't have the energy to just keep fighting with depression year after year after year after year. I'm also very demotivated by society, you know. You look at who the president is, you look at what's happening with politics, you look at what's happening to society, all the regression that's going on. Global economy is garbage. Climate change is killing us all. I'm very demotivated right now to just exist. Yet. One of the few things that's helped me over the years has been like video games and whatnot, you know, waiting from release to release. Ooh, a new Mario, a new Animal Crossing, a new Pokemon, new whatever. That's really not doing it for me anymore, and it hasn't been for a few years now. I think that I hit a wall in my mid-30s where I was like, okay, you've been doing this for years now, since you were young. You've been waiting, you've been chasing video games you know, ooh, a new console's coming, or ooh, a new. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Let's try and catch this Trubbish. I have deep today. And not in a good way. Like I turned this into I depressed everybody quick, didn't I? It wasn't my intent. I just for some reason the conversation was there and that's where we went, so apologies. Sludge! Well, at least you hit Temple and not Muna. You can go to sleep now. Wait, I have quick balls and timer balls? I didn't realize that. Inhaling the gas they belch will make you sleep for a week. They prefer unsanitary places. Stinky little guy. Trubbish and Garbodor are Garbodor. Two of my favorite Pokemon. And I'm gonna go add them to my team. Right now. We need to go back and heal anyway. We are hurting. Hurting for a squirting of some potions. I don't know where that term came from. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh no. Well, I've made myself sad. You know, and like I said, my goals with the YouTube channel changed a few times over the years. At first, it was, I just want to make something. I want to be creative. I want to make videos. You know, I had been watching other Let's Players, and then it changed over to like, I want to, you know, start streaming and have a live audience and have maybe 3 or 4 people in chat every day. And, you know, we can kind of go from there. Then it turned into like an act of desperation of like, well, no, the channel's not growing over on Twitch. I'm not really getting any followers. It's become stale and stagnant. And a few times in the past year, you know, I've gotten to the point where I'm like, well, maybe we should try streaming on YouTube and see if we get more people. And the first couple of streams we did were okay. A few people came in, but it was again another failed attempt where people just weren't watching. So since I've always done my own thing and had my own style and way of doing things that doesn't follow trends and whatnot, it's kept me from really growing. And, you know, TikTok really hurt us. It blew up and became the de facto entertainment app. People just don't use Instagram. They don't use YouTube. They don't use Twitch. Everybody's just on TikTok all day. I hate TikTok. I hate it. I didn't like Vine. I don't like shorts on YouTube. I don't like TikTok. don't think it's good for the brain. Of course, I don't think social media in general is good for the brain, which again is one of the reasons I've always maintained doing my show this way instead of being flashy with quick edits and trying to be overly comedic, trying to follow trends and be like everybody else on YouTube. No, that's not me. It's not authentic. I wouldn't be having fun. It would become a task or a chore that I would lament having to do every day. So it, I don't know. I'm in my depression era again, and it's bad. It's real bad. I'm demotivated. I don't really want to be here. I don't really want to stream. I don't really want to do anything. I don't even want to exist. But yeah, I've been telling people to clip things, and we're going to start putting the clips up on YouTube as shorts. And that's the plan. But yeah, that's one of the reasons I did Pokemon today instead of like coming back with Majora's Mask or Mario and Luigi, is because I'm barely here, and I needed something simple, something familiar, something that was comforting, But sorry to bring it all down at the end of the stream today. But I think that's where we're gonna wrap things up. Ugh. And I'll try to do what I can, I say snap out of it, but there's no snapping out of it. I think it's a brain chemistry thing. I really do. Because I don't have any. I mean, I have the same stresses everybody else has, and I live a fairly easy lifestyle, I don't have any external factors that drives the depression. The fucker just drives itself, and I'm stuck in the car. But I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna get some food, and I'll see you guys back here when I see you. Whenever that might happen to be.